welcome to my channel. My name's Angela and this is Devon Thread Tales. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm sharing with you my 1 week Me Made June. So if you haven't seen these before, these are just a little video where I share a clip from each day of the things that I've been wearing, hopefully that are me made, although I have shared a few times before when I'm not wearing me made because it's maybe something I just love wearing and I'd like to imitate or something like that, and I try and do a little bit of a insight into bits and pieces that I get up to in my life. You may be interested in that, you may not be. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time of seeing me, then I also do share sort of a roundup of things that I've made. Now I haven't done one of those for a while because life's been hectic, but I am going to do one very, very shortly. Sometimes I do fabric hauls, sometimes I do tutorials, that kind of thing. So yeah, just a little bit of anything and everything that's to do with sewing. So 1 week Me Made May. So today is Monday the 6th of June. And I'm off to work. Now normally I work in the school on a Monday, but the school is shut and we're really busy in my office. I work in an accountancy practice, so I'm actually going to go in there today and do a little bit of work. I've got on a very, very old Me Made today. So this is a simplicity dress and I'll put the name of the pattern and everything on the bottom of the screen. And I'm saying it's simplicity, I think it's simplicity. But this is an old simplicity dress that I made, probably one of the first sort of half a dozen dresses that I made, and it's just made out of a quilting cotton. It does crease quite easily because it's just quilting cotton. It's got like this floral sort of patchy kind of pattern on it. It's just got a very simple neck. I've got a neck. It's got a very simple zip down the front, little tiny sort of gathered sleeves. It's got these patch pockets on them, which I didn't really need to put on because you can't really see them anyway. But when I first started sewing, I kind of thought, oh, I've got to do everything that the pattern tells me to do. And now obviously with a bit of experience, I know I can do things differently if I want to, or add things or take things off a pattern. I quite like this dress. I think it's quite nice. I've never made it again, but I really like the neckline on it. I think it's quite a flattering neckline on it, and I think it would be quite nice to make it again. I think I've put on a little bit of weight since I last wore it because although it's not tight, it definitely feels a bit tighter than it did last time I made it. So either I need to curb the biscuit eating or I need to make the neck size up. But anyway, I do love this dress. Very, very simple. I know it's one of the first things that I made because inside it's got all zigzag stitching to neaten the seams up instead of my overlocker, which is what I would normally use. So yeah, so as I say, I'm going off to work today. We have had a really lovely weekend and it's been a bit hectic, but I've not done any housework, and although it looks fairly neat and tidy in here, the rest of the house looks like a bomb has gone off in it. So later on today when I'm home from work, I'm going to whiz around as quickly as I can and get everything tidied up, shove the hoover around, that kind of thing. And then make some tea. I'm hoping to go to boot camp tonight, but I'm not booking in yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to have time, so I really want to get the house tidy because I am seeing a lady and her husband tomorrow that I've been speaking to for some time on Instagram and YouTube. She's called Lorianne and her husband's called Larry, and my husband and I met them last night. In fact, I'll put a picture up. We went out for a meal with them and then took them up to the Hoe and had a little walk around, and there's a picture of us all there together, so I'll put them up on the screen. They are such a lovely, lovely couple. They've come over from America and it's been so nice to meet them, but I'm actually spending the day with them tomorrow, and in the morning I'm going to pick them up from the hotel. I'm going to come back here for a cup of tea, which is why I really need to tidy the house up. And then we're going to go to a house called Saltram, which is a really beautiful National Trust house very close to where I live. I'll try and take a little bit of footage while I'm there. And also Lizzy from Make has very, very kindly said that I can bring Lorianne along to the sewing class in the afternoon, so that would be really lovely, really super to go and spend some time together doing a little bit of sewing and things. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So hectic day today, really lovely day tomorrow. I might come back and share a bit from today, but if not, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye. Hiya, so it's Tuesday the 7th today and I am here with Lorianne and Larry
from America. They've come over to say hi, and I'm here with John as well. Say hello. So we've had a little bit of a false start this morning. We were going to go to Saltram, but it was closed. I can't believe it, so I feel terrible. So we are taking a ferry trip over to what's it called, John? Mount Edgecombe, and we're going to go and have a look at there's a stately home over there, so we're going to have a little look around there, hopefully have a little bit of lunch. Yes. And then we're going to go back and do some sewing at Make. So, yay! So we can't wait. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll take a little bit of footage of what we can see from the ferry here. See you later. Bye. Hiya, so I'm back from my day out with Lorianne and Larry, and we've had a really lovely day. It's just been really lovely. It was a bit of a catastrophe to start with, in that when we went to Saltram, which I think I said on the video before, it was closed, and I couldn't believe it. I was so embarrassed. I could not believe that it was closed, and I had checked, so quite what I had read, maybe it was an old piece of information or something, but apparently it's always shut on a Tuesday. So anyway, we ended up going over to Mount Edgecombe. We didn't actually go to the house over at Mount Edgecombe. We went to a place called Anthony House, which was really beautiful. I've got some photos and some video footage of some of the gardens and things. Oh, there's my husband. Who's just walked in, which I know quite a few of you have a giggle at him just walking in at random times on my video, so do you know what, I'll just let it go. Anyway, yeah, I've taken some video footage of some of the gardens and things that are there, so I'm gonna just put those up on the screen while I'm talking. And yeah, it was just really lovely. Lorianne and Larry are just such a lovely couple. They have been so lovely, and Lorianne's had an amazing trip, or is having an amazing trip, going around the UK, visiting lots of fabric stores and shops and haberdasheries, and also meeting lots of her YouTubers that she likes to watch, so that's really lovely. So in the afternoon, after we'd had a bit of dinner and seen the house at Anthony House, we drove back into Devon and we split off. So John went off with Larry and he went to go and see a little bit of Dartmoor. I think they went up to Princetown and Burrator and things like that, so that's what they went and did for the afternoon. And then Lorianne and I went to Make, and we had a little peruse around the shop, which was really nice. And also we went up into the afternoon and did a little bit of well, we didn't actually sew, so I felt really cheeky actually, because Lorianne did she ironed my fabric and pinned my fabric and cut my fabric out. Well, I traced about that much of a pattern. I hardly did anything and Lorianne did everything, so I feel a little bit like she's kind of come along and I've gone, yeah, you can do the ironing, you can do this, and it wasn't quite like that. She was very willing. We did have lots of tea and lots of chatter with lots of the other people that were all around in the sewing room as well. But again, I've got a little bit of video footage. I'll put that up, and also some of the photos as well. So after all of that, I will share with you what I'm wearing today. So I have got on a dress which I'm sure you've seen before. It's a dress that I don't go for very often, and then every time I wear it I go, oh, it's actually much nicer than I remember it is. And I think I do that all the time. So I don't wear it for months and months and months and then put it on and go, oh, I really ought to wear it a bit more. But it's a very lovely wrap over dress from Vogue, and I'll put the Vogue pattern number across the bottom of the screen. So everybody's just joining me today. That's my dog Rosie now joining in. Lovely. So yeah, I'll put the pattern number across the screen. It's a Vogue wrap dress, and it's made out of a viscose dog number 2, a viscose fabric, a viscose jersey fabric, which I got in a Sew Hayley Jane box. So it is a really lovely wraparound dress. It has got a little buttonhole here where the wrap comes around, wraps around, and then I've tied it on the front. I think sometimes I tie it on the side. This time I've tied it on the front. I think I prefer it on the front. Quite like it. It's really nice. It's got a really nice sort of shaped skirt. I think the reason that I don't pull it out is because I remember when I was making it, I had a bit of trouble with the neckline and it all pulled out of shape, and I actually ended up buying more of this fabric and taking the top off and remaking it, and I'm so glad that I did, because it looks so much better now that I've done that, and I just think it fits better. But I will say the cashmerette Appleton dress that I made a little while ago, which has got the thicker neckband going around it, just seems to sit a little bit nicer. It just seems to pull all of that in, and I'm sometimes worried that this is going to gape a little bit. So yeah, but on the whole, I am really pleased with this, and I think this fabric is lovely. It's really good fun. It's very summery, and yeah, I really love it. But while I'm here, I'm just going to show you. I bought myself a new necklace recently from a shop on the Barbican, and it's got all these really lovely little precious gemstones in it, all in rainbow sort of colour. I just really like that, so I thought I'd just share that with you very quickly. Anyway, that is it for today. I'm going to be doing a Zoom call with Karen a little bit later on tonight, and then I'm at work tomorrow, so I probably won't do any more videoing today, but I'll show you what I've got on tomorrow. I'll see you later. You're going to say see you later, John, seeing as you've been stood there the whole time? Can see you in the camera.
I didn't realise. Sorry.
You're in the mirror.
Bye.
Hiya, so it is Wednesday today, and it's just going to be a really quick one for me today. I'm going to work at the office, and I'm probably going to be there all day. I'm possibly going to talk to Lucy from Geek Petite tonight, but I'm not sure. We haven't quite arranged anything yet, but we're either going to talk tonight or we're going to talk on the weekend. So yeah, that's all that's really happening today. I talked to Karen last night from So Little Time. We had a good old Zoom session. I finished a couple of garments which I'd been making, so that was really great, and I'll try and show those to you later on in the week if I have chance to. But very quickly then, because I need to get to work, this is what I'm wearing today. I've got a ready to wear vest top on and a ready to wear cardigan, and I've got that on with my Hollyburn skirt, which is a really lovely skirt. Actually, I really like this skirt. It's made out of this fabric that I got from Minerva, and it's really lightweight. I want to say it's a Lady McElroy, but I'm not 100%. I just can't remember, but I think it's a Lady McElroy. It's really lightweight, really drapey. It's a cotton, I think it's like a cotton lawn. The skirt itself has a zip down the back. It's 4 panels, and it's got these really lovely pockets in them, nice flat waistband. It's just a really lovely skirt, and I really enjoy wearing these. I've actually got a few of these in different fabrics, and I've got a tutorial as well, or a sew along on my channel, which I'll put the link in here too as well. So yes, I'm going to go off to work, and I will see you later, I guess. See you later, bye.
Hiya, so it is Saturday today. I've missed a couple of days, I'm so sorry. It's been a busy couple of days. Friday I didn't actually wear any mimes, and on Thursday I did, but it was just such a crazy busy day. Had a really good day actually. I worked at the school, which as you know I really enjoy, and in the evening, straight from school, I went to make, because there was a bit of an evening soiree kind of thing. There was an open evening with some amazing new fabrics, which I'm going to put a link to those fabrics down below. They are just the most beautiful sort of brocade, beautiful fabrics, and I may or may not have purchased some, but I will show you that later. But yeah, it was just a really lovely evening, and it was very late by the time I got home, and I was tired and blah 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 blah. Anyway, I didn't video any of what I was wearing. So today I have got on a me-made, and I've got on a Tilly and the Buttons Billy dress. I'll show you the dress first quickly, just to show you. So actually, funnily enough, this fabric is from Make. Sorry, that's not a very flattering angle, is it? I've obviously not got my camera very well set up, but basically it's a jumper or sweatshirt dress. I will stand up just to show you what the bottom of it looks like. So it's got a little band around the bottom. I've had this on with bare legs and a pair of trainers, and I've been in to the city centre this morning because my husband was picking up some new glasses. So we went in, and when I got up I did think it was feeling a little bit chilly, but it's actually boiling hot. and I have been quite hot in this for the rest of the day, so I might actually get changed in a little bit. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not going out for the rest of the day, but I might just put some shorts and t-shirt on, and after I've done what I'm doing, I may go out and have a bit of a chill in the garden, maybe even a little sunbathe, something like that. My husband and I went out last night for a ball. We went to a Bowel Cancer West ball in aid of the charity, and it was really lovely, but it was a very late night, and I have to say I'm feeling quite tired today, so I've been kind of doing that all day with my eyes. But I thought I would just quickly show you. I am making a dress for my daughter. Now, I've made this before, and I was really super pleased with this dress. I've made one for Amy and 2 for Ellen, and I'll put a picture up on the screen if I can find the pictures, because it's on an old device, but I'll try and find the pictures and put them up on the screen of the dresses that I made. And I made this dress here, which is a Simplicity K8610, and I made this version here, and it's just the most simple little dress, and it can be made out of viscose, but it can be made out of cotton, and I've made it both from viscose. I've also made it in a dobby cotton, which was quite nice, and I've made it from a quilting cotton, and Ellen loves it. The one that I made for Ellen with the quilting cotton, this one here, I made it with thicker straps than what's on this. Anyway, she's asked for another one of those, and she chose this fabric, which I thought was quite unusual because it's quite sort of brown. It's not sort of a colour that I would have particularly gone for. It possibly looks like it's red on the camera, but it's not. It's actually kind of a rusty brown sort of colour, but it is actually quite sweet. It's quite nice. So I'm making that, but I'm doing it with the wider straps, and I've done quite a lot of it so far. I'll show you what I've done. I've put together the bodice, but obviously I need to put the facings on. So I've put together the bodice. It's just got simple darts in the front and a band at the top and a little facing, and obviously it needs a zip put at the back, and then that gets attached to a skirt, which I have put all the stitching in ready to put the zip, but it's got these really lovely pockets in them, and then along here I've put some gathered stitches, and I'm going to gather that in a minute, and there and on the back, and it all sort of gathers in and creates a lovely little dress, and it's just hemmed really nicely. But I've held off because Ellen wasn't home yesterday when I was doing it, so I've kind of made it up to the point of putting the straps on, but I need her really to measure and make sure the straps are in the right place and at the right length. I tried to get her other dress. In fact, have I got her other dress here? Oh, it's on the back of my chair. This is the one that I made her with the thicker straps in this gorgeous music fabric. And I tried to use that to judge where the straps should go and how long they should be. And then in the end, I just thought, no, I need her. I need her, and I need to check it against her body. So yeah, so I gave up. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on sewing that for the rest of the afternoon. Just going to really chill. Like I say, we had such a late night last night. I'm really tired, so I'm just going to chill and do a bit of sewing. And then tomorrow we are getting Amy back from uni. I think John's going to go up and get her on his own. But I'm really looking forward to having her home again. It'll be absolutely lovely. Anyway, I'll leave you there for today, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.
Hiya, so it is Sunday today, and I am waiting for my husband to come home with my daughter Amy from uni. He left this morning, he's gone up, they've packed all her room up, and they're just on their way back, so hopefully they won't be too much longer, and I'm really excited. I've spent the whole day cleaning and tidying. It's as if I've got some sort of really fancy guest coming, but I just want the house to look really nice and for her to feel like, oh, I'm home and it feels lovely, and I'm sure she'll feel like that anyway, although I have spoken to her a couple of times on the phone already, and she said that she's so tired at the moment, so she said, I think I'm just going to come home and sleep. Anyway, I am wearing today my Agnes dress hack. So this is a fabric that I bought from Hobbycraft a long time ago. I don't think, unfortunately, they still sell it, but it's just a cotton jersey, and I did the Agnes top and I changed it into the dress by adding the Freya from the I think it's the stretch book from Tilly and the Buttons. I added the Freya skirt section on, so it just sort of comes down and then you put one pattern on top of the other and sort of ease it out, and it's just a really easy to wear little t-shirt dress. I sometimes wish I'd put the sleeves up so they're a bit shorter, but actually I think it's quite a nice look. It's just, yeah, just a really, really simple, easy to wear, and I quite like this colour. I think it looks sort of nice on me. So I'll pull a chair out. I've actually got you resting on my sewing machine. My phone's very precariously sort of balanced. Anyway, I have finished the dress that I was making out of this fabric, and Ellen has got it on today, so I haven't got it here to show you, but I have taken some photos in readiness for a makes video, which I will do soon, I promise, but I'll put a picture of her wearing it. She's really, really chuffed with it. She says, oh, it's lovely, I really like it. So I challenged myself to make sure I use up all the fabric this time, because I had not enough that I felt I could make another garment with. Certainly couldn't make a garment with it, but too little to make a garment. Am I getting this the wrong way? Too little to make a garment, but too much that I thought I can't throw it away, it's so wasteful. And I could sort of put things together and take it to the scrap store or something like that, but I decided no, I'm going to try and use it all up. Obviously I've got lots of little like bitty scraps, sort of like this, which I've just put in the bin. So I've now just pulled a whole load of threads and things all over my floor. Anyway, never mind. So I made her a little scrunchie, which I think I've put a picture of that, or I've got a picture of that, so I'll put that on there as well. And I've been wanting to make a bucket hat for ages. So Ellen has got this ready to wear bucket hat that she got ages ago, and she wears it quite a bit, and it just, I wouldn't suit it. But she looks great in it, and I said, oh, I really fancy making one. There's loads of patterns on the internet. I'll make one, and everybody has, or a lot of people have said about the Elba Patterns Sorrento hat, so I've started making that. So I've actually, it's a reversible hat, but I've actually cut it out of just this fabric. So it's only an experiment because they do it in several different sizes, and I wasn't sure what size to do, so I've done the medium, but I think it's actually going to be a bit too big. I kind of tried to compare it to this hat, but it's quite difficult, isn't it, when you're comparing sizes of something that's already made up and something that's on the flat. So yeah, I'm not sure that this is going to be the right size, but I've sort of made the lining. This is all the lining, but I haven't put anything in it to make it stiff. You can do all the stitches all the way around the brim. I've not done any of that. I literally am doing it just to see what it's going to look like. But so far I'm quite pleased with it. She had it on earlier and I said, I need it back because I need to finish it. Kind of wish that I put something a bit stiffer in there now to make it, but she said it would be quite nice as a floppy hat. And plus the fact it was just something to try and see if it fitted her. And my husband has said that he wants one as well. So I have a feeling I might have showed you some fabric yesterday or a couple of days ago. I don't know when it was, but I'm pretty sure all the days have blended into one a little bit. So that's what I've been doing today. I'm really excited about Amy coming home. Ellen and I, like I say, I've been tidying up. Ellen's been studying, but we've got the summer house all ready and all like the cushions out and everything, so that when Amy comes home we can all go out and sit out there, because it'd be really nice as well to sort of sit out in the garden. It's quite a nice day. It's very warm, very humid actually, so kind of hoping we might have a thunderstorm soon and clear the air. But yeah, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow because obviously I missed a few days this week, so I'll do another couple of extra days of next week, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, it is Monday today and it is really late. It is about 9:30 at night. I've gone through the whole day completely, well, I didn't forget to do my video. I intended to do it this morning, but getting ready for work and sort of, you know, being a little bit rushed this morning, I didn't have a chance to do it. It has been the most frantic day at work. I've been at the school today and we've had, well, quite an interesting day. It's been full on. It's always full on. I'm always on my feet the whole time that I'm there, which I do love and it is great. But on top of everything that we normally have, we had a swarm of bees. So I'll put some images up of what happened today. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, this huge swarm of bees, which apparently amounted to between 20 and 30,000 bees. I have no idea if that's correct or not. That's what just somebody told me. And we had to get somebody in to remove them, and it caused pandemonium because it was in a playground where the parents normally pick the children up, and oh my goodness me. But yes, so I kind of got home today and I sat,
and I've done what I really hate doing and I really have regretted doing. I sat down and I just went on my phone and I kind of did that. I just did a lot of scrolling. I've vegged out and done absolutely nothing, which I obviously needed, but yeah, I was really tired. So we've just had our tea, which is lovely. I had a nice salad. I had a nice jacket potato and salad. And what I really need to do is show you what I had on today, don't I? So I've got on a ready to wear top, which I have had for a long, long time. I think I might have even shown you this before. I can't remember where it was from. I think it was from a shop called Oasis, I want to say, but not sure. And I've got these on today with my Sew Over It ultimate trousers, which I made from this really cute, gorgeous fabric. I think it's like little feathers or seeds or something like that blowing in the wind, from Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door. So I'll stand back a little bit. Sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. So these are really nice trousers. You're not going to be able to see them very well, so I'm against the dark of the piano, aren't I? So you can't see them, but they are quite, oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand on my table. Oh, that's really naughty, isn't it? But there we go. So that's what they're like. Now, I quite like these. I think they're really nice, and when I put them on in the morning, they feel nicely fitting all the way around there, but they have got a bit of give to them. And I'll try and, if I pull this up a little bit, I'll try and show you. But as the day goes on, they kind of get looser and looser. Now, I've spoken to somebody about this with the fit of them, and they've said that actually I need to take a wedge out of there for, I'm guessing it's, have I got a sway back? I don't know what that is, but that would stop that sort of feeling that they're getting looser and looser during the day, which I might do because I love these trousers. I don't know that I'll do them to these, but I'll definitely do it to another pair because I'd like to make them again. But I wore my Ilford jacket for the first time today. I only wore it walking to school and walking home again. Well, actually I didn't wear it walking home because it was so hot. But I actually really liked it when I put it on. So I haven't worn this before. I haven't shown it in any of my videos before, other than I think possibly on a hanger or something. But I'm really pleased with it. I got it with Guthrie Garney as part of the Sewing Society kit. You've got lots of different options. There's different options to different pockets, patch pockets up here, different style pockets down here. You can have it longer. There's lots of different sleeve options. There's all sorts of different combinations that you can do with this jacket. So look up the hashtag on Instagram, Ilford jacket, or look up the pattern on the Pattern Company. But I really like this. I love how it's turned out. I wasn't feeling it before. I think I kept trying it on while I was like had my pajamas on. And it was like, just didn't look right. But I think with a white top underneath and a pair of dark bottoms, I think this looks quite nice. It is exactly what the pattern says it is on the tin. It is a boxy, loose fitting jacket, or it could be a shirt, and it's never gonna look sort of slim fitting and what have you, but as a nice loose kind of summer weight jacket, I think it's really nice. I love the detailing that I've got on it with the I think it's Liberty Lawn that's on the back. So this is normally like a cuff like this, which obviously you'd put together with the popper, and that'd be on both sides. I've just turned it back like that. I quite like that because, well, I want to show off my little bit of detailing that I've got on there. I've also got it on the underside of the collar there, and on the inside I have got it on all of the seams. They have been bound with bias binding, and I'm really pleased. Oh, I can't show you very well. Really pleased with how that's come out. I think that's quite nice. Now, I know that's a lot of effort to do that to the inside of the jacket, and you're not going to see that, but just every so often when you sort of wearing it, you might get a catch a flash of it or something, which I quite like. And actually I just like the finish on it for myself, for when I take it on and off, it's like, oh, that looks really nice. So yeah, so that is my day today. Very, very hectic. Really pleased with what I've had on today, but again, another sort of, I need to look at how I've made these trousers and alter them and think about what I'm going to do with that. And I do really like this jacket. Would I make this jacket again? Not sure. I definitely will make it for my girls because I think they would like that kind of thing. I really like having the loose fitting jacket. It's really nice and it has been lovely to wear today, but I do think I'd like something a bit more fitted. So I'm glad that I've got it, and I'm glad that I've made it, and I think I'm going to get quite a bit of wear out of it over like the summer / autumn, maybe in the spring as well.
but I would like to try something that's a bit closer fitting as well. So yeah, lots to think about with that. But that's it. So I'm gonna leave you there and I'll be back tomorrow. See you later. Bye. Hiya, so it is, oh, what day is it today? Tuesday today. And I think this is going to be my last day of my 1 week Me Made June. I can't actually believe we're in June. The year is whizzing by so quickly, it's unbelievable. So I've got a make on, which I've shown you time and time again, and this is why I was sort of a bit like, oh, do I keep doing my Me Made videos because I don't want to get boring. But I have got on my Deer and Doe Givre dress today, which I made in a fabric from Sew Hayley. In fact, I think I may have even included it in my video last month, so I do apologise, but I just wanted something that was quick and easy to put on this morning before I went to work, and also that was really comfortable because I'm going to be doing quite a lot today. So this is what the dress looks like. It's a really nice dress. It's ever such a feminine, lovely shape. I really like it. I love the fabric. I think it's lovely. I've got quite a lot of this fabric left actually, and I do think maybe I might make myself just a t-shirt in it, which would be quite nice. 3/4 length sleeves. The pattern comes so that you can either have like a contrasting yoke and sleeves and on the back as well, or you can have it all as one. I think it also comes as a vest top as well. So it's a really nice pattern, and I've made just a t-shirt out of it, and the t-shirt it's a really lovely t-shirt because I quite like this kind of height of the neck. I think that's quite nice, and I really like the shape of it. It's not really tight, but it's kind of figure hugging at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm here. I've been to the gym this morning. I've had a PT session, which was really good. I'm really trying to get back on track with my fitness and sport and everything, and I really want to get into my running. So I'm going to try and go for a run a bit later on as well. I'm here with my doggies. In fact, Ellen's just been stroking them. I've taken a little bit of video and I'll pop it in here while I'm talking. But yeah, they're just chilling out and enjoying the sunshine. Ellen is studying at home at the moment. Amy is still fast asleep. John's at work, so I really ought to hurry up and get on to work and get on with what I need to do. Ellen's got some more exams today, so she's not feeling all that great, but she's just getting through them. She's going to get them done, and I'm sure she will be fine. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for this week. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing the things that I've got up to this week. Sorry I missed a couple of days, and like I said, I've extended it this week just to kind of make up for that. I hope that everybody has had a good week. I hope that you're having a good week and that you're going to have a lovely time this weekend. Certainly in the UK, we're actually having a mini heat wave, so hopefully everybody has the chance to enjoy that in some form or another. Anyway, I will leave you there. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.